शर्त है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
बच्चों का भाग्य है जो स्वयं मिलने आए हैं, मनाने आए। दुनिया वाले तो पुकारती रहती है, आओ मोबाइल पे किस रूप में आएंगे, आह्वान करते रहते। और आप बच्चों से स्वयं मनाने के लिए आए, ऐसा विचित्र दृश्य कभी स्वप्न में भी नहीं सोचा। लेकिन आज साकार रूप में मनाने के लिए भाग कर पहुंच गए। आप भी चारों ओर के बच्चों को देख हर्षित होते हैं। वाह शालिग्राम बच्चे, वाह साकार स्वरूप धारी फरिश्ते देवता बच्चे, भक्त बच्चों और आप ज्ञानी तो आत्मा बच्चों में कितना अंतर है। भगत भावना का अलंकार का फल पाकर खुश हो जाते, बाबा की किस्त गाते रहते। और आप ज्ञानी तो आत्माएं बच्चे थोड़ा सा अलंकार का फल नहीं पाते, लेकिन आपसे पूरा वर्षा के अधिकारी बच्चे, कितना अंतर है। भक्त आत्माएं और ज्ञानी तो आत्माएं बच्चों मनाते भक्त भी है और मनाने आप भी आए, लेकिन मनाने में कितना अंतर है। शिव जयंती मनाने आए हो ना।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. In order to experience this stage of liberation in life, become free from bondage, I am a trustee I am free from bondage. While looking after your household and doing service, always remain beyond. Remember, it is not your service, but the Father has given it to you, and you will remain free from bondage. It is not my household. I am a trustee. I am free from bondage. Practice this. Become free from the strings of subtle attachment. Become a destroyer of attachment and an embodiment of remembrance. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 17. In order to experience the stage of liberation in life, become free from bondage. Today's topic, I am a trustee. I am free from bondage. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Yes, well, very good. Baba's knowledge is truth. It's very simple, but has deep meaning. If we really go deeper and try to understand and then create our stage based on that, Baba is imperishable. Baba's knowledge is imperishable. So Baba said, you are dharna. Your stage should also be imperishable. And I think also the way Baba explains us the method, if we use that method, definitely we will find that we are experiencing that stage, but also creating stability in that stage. Like it start becoming your nature, your own being. So Baba wants us to go beyond any bondage, whether it is bondage of action or bondage of sanskar, any bondage. Because life generally is considered to be bondage. Let's say soul enters the body, takes a birth, and then has that bondage, no? That relationship. And then after particular lifespan, the soul leaves body. But how do I make it like it's not the bondage, but it's the relationship? And when it's relationship, then there is happiness, there is freedom. But when there is bondage, like many times Baba said, if your body is not well, then you get kind of fed up. So that is a bondage. So I like these days when Baba had been saying, try to have that body of light. And it's true when there is this awareness that I have body of light, I am an angel, I am free from all karmic accounts. So when there is that awareness, you start feeling body is light, body is of light. So then that energy of purity, of love, of peace in the elements, in the body. And when it's really totally, completely absorbed, then soul definitely feels total freedom. You know, like in Lokik world, before coming to Gyan, we used to use a word called hypnotize, right? And in the beginning, when we had started meditation, and we asked people to think, I am a soul, I am peaceful, they always said, oh, you are hypnotizing yourself. It's not real. But it's not, you know, when you are really truly in your, that embodiment, that image, the experience is like you are completely, totally absorbed and lost. Whether it could be God's love, it could be purity or peace. And in that stage where you are completely, as Baba said yesterday, merged in God's love, that is where true experience is coming. That means you really completely forget everything which is physical. And that is the freedom, right? Otherwise, it's also, you are thinking, but as if you are forced to think. Even you are talking, sometimes I hear and I said, it's the sanskar, make you keep talking about something or a situation. So how do we become completely free? First from the body. So let's say when there is really deep love and peace, you don't feel body, right? Even if there is pain in the body, but you are so much merged that the experience of Jivan Mukti in golden age. I think that sometimes one thinks that if I go in total silence and in a very, very joyful, loveful, light stage, but then I still have to be karma yogi. I will still use my body, but it will be completely indifferent awareness. I think towards the end, Baba mentions a lot about karmatit, and they use the word vikarmajit, karmatit, prakartijit. So finally is conqueror of the matter. That means I have created such beautiful relationship with the body. And we know that every thought we have, it connects with some of the cells of the body. Somewhere it deeply connects with the matter. And then matter responds to that also. More you become, as Baba said, you are in soul consciousness. So how much do we practice soul consciousness? That means look at everyone in their eternal self and also their original self. Those are two important practices. So Baba said, you have to be detached and lovely. You have to come in contact with relationships, right? Whatever relationships you have, but not as a bondage, but in soul consciousness. And then it really, you internally feel that flow of love. So our practice for the day is to have birth of freedom, no bondage of life. So let's practice that. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, Didi. So I was thinking of what Mohini Didi just shared, and also the Avyak signal for today. It's interesting that Baba is talking to us about being a trustee. And Mohini Didi was saying that there has first there has to be renunciation of the body. And so I was thinking like there are steps to being a trustee is use first renunciation of the body, then trustee, and then bodiless, right? The angelic stage or the bodiless stage. That stage comes after the trustee stage. And so one of the things that is very interesting about being a trustee is I remember this story by Ramesh Bhai. They were very, very busy, and they were going on going to a museum to open a museum, or they were going to do some museum service or something like that. And Dadi Gulzar was around. And so they were in a real hurry. They were really rushing to go do this. And they were getting late. And so when Dadi Gulzar was around, Dadi Gulzar offered Bhog that day, and Baba came. And so Ramesh Bhai said to Baba, we are in a hurry, we have to go. And Baba asked them the question, whose service are you on? And so that is when Ramesh Bhai remembered that, it is Baba's service we are doing, right? We can't tell Baba, why are you here? We have to go to your service. And so I remember that all the time when I think, because there is a inherent tendency in the soul to assume responsibility, right? Somehow the deep control issues in the soul, and we want to take on this responsibility, right? It is Baba's task. Even a few days ago, Mohini Didi was sharing, maybe a couple of weeks ago, she was sharing that Bab Dada hasn't really given the responsibility of service or revelation to anyone else. We are just helpers. We do not have the responsibility of that. But when we are doing service, we kind of take it on. We become very possessive, we become very attached, and we become very attached to the outcome of the service. So all of that is going on. And Baba today said that the reason for that is because there is a lack of trusteeship, that it is actually Baba's service. It's actually Baba's, do we really feel that? It is actually Baba's center. It is actually Baba's household. They're actually Baba's children. They're not my children. They are Baba's children. And I'm just a trustee. And so when can we have this awareness, right? That there has to be a sequence that suddenly you don't show up and say, oh, I'm a trustee. But there has to be some amount, just now Didi was sharing, that there has to be some amount of renunciation of the body, renunciation of body consciousness, renunciation of this attachment to the body, attraction to outcomes. So there has to be all of these renunciations before we come into the step of being a trustee. And so in this step of a trustee, this deep realization and remembrance that, Baba, everything is yours. Not only everything is yours, but Baba, you are doing everything. So those two awarenesses, right? Baba, everything is yours. And the second one is, Baba, you are doing everything. Everything, everything, everything. Baba, you are doing it. And so that is the whole trustee, that everything belongs to you, and Baba, you are doing everything. And then the third step, I loved what Didi was sharing, of becoming an angel, just assuming, just adopting this angelic costume, adopting this angelic body. And when you adopt this angelic body, then the next step would be to become bodiless. And when we become bodiless, that is when there is this awareness of really Karan Karavan Har Baba, really Karan Karavan Har Baba. And that awareness of Karan Karavan Har Baba really does the trick, will do all of the tasks, right? Because sometimes we take on the responsibility and the stress and the anxiety and all of those things. But when we go through these steps of renunciation, trusteeship, angel stage or bodiless stage, either one, then is when really we see Baba's magic, I feel. And many times I've been thinking, yesterday I was listening to both the brother Eric's talk, and I was listening to brother Eric, and he was saying how constantly he's remembering Didi said this and Didi said that. And I've been doing that too, remembering Didi said this and Didi said that. And especially this thing that Didi said a couple of weeks ago, that Baba has not given us in charge. He has not made anyone in charge. He's the one who's in charge. That he hasn't really given the responsibility to anyone, that he's the one. And so anytime we see something, right? Anytime I see I want a particular outcome, anytime I see I'm attracted to something, that just remember, Baba is the one in charge. I'm just here helping, right? I'm just working here, right? There's a manager, there's an owner, all of that someone else is doing. I'm just working here. Or I'm just Baba's helpers. I'm doing Baba's business, but I'm just an helper. That was very interesting. And I especially also liked today when in the Murli, Avyakt Murli of today, when Baba was saying that he's come to give us everything, like the devotees are satisfied with just a little bit. And he's come to give us everything. And I also have been remembering what Didi said, like gratitude is everything. Just be grateful, right? Baba is, when we compare ourselves, when we look at someone else, then we don't realize what Baba is giving us. So when we look at the self and then we see how much Baba is giving us, then there's so much gratitude, so much gratitude. And I know a lot of devotees, right? They're very happy people. And I'm not saying all devotees are happy, but they're very happy people. And I was thinking this gratitude that Didi was really emphasizing the last few months, is this gratitude will make us so appreciative, and that Baba is really giving us everything, everything, everything. So thank you, Didi, for your presence, and thank you, Didi, for sharing such wonderful wisdom with us. Didi is taking some treatment today because of our cough. So as a family, as a Vyakti Parivar, let's send lots of healing sakash to Didi for the next 5 minutes. Om Shanti.
Shanti. Once again, welcome to the happy world of Avyakti Children Season 3. Today is day 17, and we have our little angel today, Arrow, and his family. Welcome, Arrow.
Hello, Arav.
Hi.
I'm Shanti.
I'm Shanti.
I'm Shanti. How old are you?
8.
8. Wow. You're a big boy. So how long have you been doing this with Avyakti Parivar?
I don't know.
Since
Okay.
inception, since the beginning.
Since the beginning, you were 5. Oh my God. So tell me, do you have any questions?
Yeah. My first question is, in school, sometimes I talk a lot. How can I fix it?
You know, Baba says that when you put a bead in your mouth, you know what that means? A bead in your mouth. A bead is like a little thing, right? So you put a bead in your mouth, and he says, then you won't say anything. But this bead has to be like a bead of remembrance. So just don't be too hard on yourself, right? It's okay if you talk, but just remember every once in a while, just pause and say, no, let me remember Baba just for a few minutes right now. Can you do that?
I'll try.
All right. But don't be hard on yourself. It's okay if you talk too much. Does your teacher say something if you talk too much?
No, she doesn't notice. And I don't talk during class.
Uh-huh. So you must be wanting to express yourself, right?
Yeah.
So what do you usually talk about?
Like just random things that I'm going to play for recess.
Oh, okay. So next time, right, you take 1 or 2 Murli points and try to explain to your friends, how can I explain this Murli point to my friend? So tell me, in the last few days, what did you like in the Murli?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? But okay, from tomorrow you remember, okay? You write down 1 or 2 points and you think, okay, how can I talk about this point to my friends? So okay, let's say Baba says, consider yourself to be a soul. So how can I write that? How can I explain to my friends that we are all souls?
Just say that we're a point of light. That's
Right.
what we are.
Okay, so any more questions?
My second question is, who picked Baba's name, us children or Baba himself?
Like Shiv Baba, you mean?
Yeah.
Shiv Baba's name was always Shiv Baba. It's an eternal name. So he came and he told us through Brahma Baba that my name is Shiva. So we didn't pick it. It was his name. It's always his name.
My third question is, in school, when I eat my lunch, people ask me about my food and how can I reply in a polite way?
Okay, say that again. I didn't hear the last sentence.
How can I reply in a polite way?
How can you reply in a polite way? Wow. You have to tell them you're eating blessed food. That food you're eating is blessed. It's blessed by Baba. They should be so lucky you're eating blessed food. So when you tell them this is blessed food and I only can eat blessed food because it's good for me, it's good for my mind, it's good for my body, then everyone will be fine.
Okay.
So can you tell them this is blessed food?
Yeah, if anyone asks me.
Okay. You shouldn't feel uncomfortable, right? Because we are eating blessed food. Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah.
So, in children's class, what do you like in children's class?
The activity?
Activity. So, what was the activity you did?
I like Kahoot.
Okay. Okay. So, do you say good night to Baba?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Well, maybe you should say it every day, okay? Baba is waiting for your good night, Arav. And do you say good morning to Baba?
No.
No. Okay, you should say good morning to Baba. Because Baba is waiting for you. Do you say good morning to your mom and dad?
Yeah.
Okay, but so you, Baba, Dada are mom and dad. So good morning to Baba and good night to Baba.
Before after I come from school, like when I open the front door, I say, hi, Baba.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Because
Very
the Baba's room is right in front of the entrance.
right. And so you go say hello to Baba. That is wonderful. Wonderful. So what do you like about Baba?
Mm, I don't really know.
Okay. All right. I don't want to put you on the spot, but you're doing really well that you come home from school and say hello to Baba. But just remember good morning to Baba and good night to Baba also.
Okay.
And you're eating blessed food, right? If someone says this is blessed, so isn't it fortunate that we're eating blessed food?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're very fortunate. You're very lucky, Arav. You've been studying with Baba. You've been attending classes, children's classes, since 3 years, since you were 5 years old. That is wonderful. Okay. Do you have any more questions? Would you like to share anything?
Yeah, in school, kids make fun of what I am wearing. How do I deal with this?
Oh, really? You have to learn to be in self-respect, right? Don't listen to them. Because whatever you're wearing is wonderful. I'm sure your parents are dressing you in the best clothes possible. So we have to be in our self-respect. When we are in our self-respect, if anyone says anything, it doesn't bother us. So what is your self-respect, Arav?
I'm a master almighty authority.
You are a master almighty authority. You are Baba's beloved child. You're Baba's beloved child. Do you feel that? You're Baba's beloved child?
Yes.
Okay, so every time someone says something mean about the way you're dressing, just remember, I'm a master almighty authority. I'm Baba's beloved child. And whatever they say will not bother you. Sounds good? Does that
Yes.
sound like a good plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll remember this. You're Baba's beloved child and you're master almighty authority.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for being you. You're so sweet and lovely, Baba's beloved child. Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much, little arrow, angel, and also sharing mail. That was a wonderful chit chat. And now tomorrow is a Monday, and our schedule from Amritwila 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. In the evening 6 p.m. Bhatti will start, followed by Hindi series, English series, Avikti Children, Happy World of Avikti Children, and Avikti Journey Murli Revision. Welcome to Avikti Journey, Avik Murlis from 1969, Multi-Million Fold Fortune and Blessings.
Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of the 9th of May, 1972. Show future from your features. If you yourself do not like something, you should think about how the Father would like something that you yourself do not like. You would give to the one whom you love whatever is very much loved by yourself. So ask yourself, to what extent have you become the one who fulfills the responsibility? Do you constantly move along whilst considering yourself to be the highest and the holiest? Every word and every action of those who move along considering themselves to be the highest would also be just as elevated as the Father is the highest on high. You sing the praise of the Father. His name is elevated, his land is the highest, and his activity is the highest. So those who are the highest should also constantly maintain their highest name and remain busy in their highest land and highest activity. They cannot perform any low actions. Those who become Mahatmas, that is, great souls, never bow down in front of anyone. All others bow down in front of them. Only then are they called the Mahatmas. The great, most elevated souls selected by the Father, who are even more elevated than the Mahatmas of today. Those who have a right to the kingdom of the world, who have a right to the inheritance of the Father, who are world benefactors. Would such souls bow down in any situation, or would they bow down to the different attractive forms of Maya? The souls of today, who are called the great souls, have copied you elevated souls. So such elevated souls cannot bow down anywhere in any way. They are the ones who make others bow down, not the ones who bow down themselves. No matter how forceful Maya is, they will not bow down. In this way, have you become those who constantly make Maya bow down? Or do you also sometimes bow down? If from now you stabilize yourself in the stage of constantly making others bow down, if you fill yourself with such elevated sanskars, only then will you claim such a very high status that subjects will bow down to you in the golden age with respect, and beggars will bow down in the copper age. Even the bhagats continue to bow down in front of your memorials. If you do not finish the sanskars of bowing down in front of Maya now, at this time, if you have even a little sanskar of bowing down, then you who bow down will constantly continue to bow down in front of those who make others bow down. What aim have you kept? Of bowing down or making others bow down? Would you call those who bow down to the situations created by themselves the highest? Until you become the highest, you cannot become the holiest either. There is the praise of your future memorials, completely viceless. This is known as being the holiest. To be continued. Om Shanti.
In order to experience this stage of liberation in life, become free from bondage. I am a trustee. I am free from bondage. While looking after your household and doing service, always remain beyond. Remember, it is not your service, but the Father has given it to you, and you will remain free from bondage. It is not my household. I am a trustee. I am free from bondage. Practice this. Become free from the strings of subtle attachment. Become a destroyer of attachment and an embodiment of remembrance.
जीवन मुक्त स्थिति का अनुभव करने के लिए बंधनों से मुक्त बनो। मैं ट्रस्टी हूँ, बंधन मुक्त हूँ। गृहस्थ व्यवहार को संभालते हुए, सेवा करते हुए सदा उपराम रहो। याद रखो, मेरी सेवा नहीं, बाप ने दी है निर्बंधन रहेंगे। मेरी गृहस्थी नहीं, मैं ट्रस्टी हूँ, बंधन मुक्त हूँ। ऐसी प्रैक्टिस करो। सूक्ष्म मोह की रस्सियों से भी मुक्त, नष्टो मोहा स्मृति स्वरूप बनो। ओम शांति।
Recording stopped.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.